What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hi, friend. How are you?
Oh, man, I am feeling all of the feels, but I got to work from home all day today. I had no note. My calendar was empty and open, and I got a lot of work done. So it was a very productive day. And yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It has been a very it's been, I don't even have the words. I'm just thankful.
Amen.
It's been a very thankful week.
Okay. I like that.
I literally got some just with everything going on with moving and business, I got some really good news this morning. I was on my way to get on the elevator and I opened up my email and I saw the email that I had been waiting for. And I literally almost fell to the floor. I was so happy. I literally turned around, came back in my apartment and was just praising and thanking God. And the rocks won't cry out for me. I'm going to do it. So, Lord, I thank you.
Amen.
So it's been a good week so far.
Okay. Very nice. Well, my voice is like kind of disappearing. And it has been for the last 3 days.
Sounds like an interesting weekend happened.
I mean, I was at the Beyonce concert and I was singing like it was my concert. So I don't have no voice because of it. I do not. I sound like a 67-year-old divorcee who smokes cigarettes.
Real specific with it. Well, tell us about the Renaissance tour.
Oh my God. I love Beyonce and she can do no wrong in my eyes. But I went to the
not a but.
I went to the Saturday show, excuse me, and there was rain, which, kind of can be hazardous. So they, delayed the show for the rain to stop, cleaned off the stage and everything. And then she got up there and performed, sang beautifully, looked beautifully. Oh, she's amazing. I unfortunately did not get to see Blue Ivy perform.
Oh,
yeah, I was looking forward to that, but also understood completely once, it started raining. That's a hazard, and the press would eat her alive if something happened to Blue Ivy.
Oh, you're right about that.
So whatever, it's not like I haven't gone to concerts before.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Right. Like that could have been
I wonder how her mom and dad will handle, because none of us are perfect.
Right.
So if and when she does make a misstep, regardless of if that be on tour or otherwise, I just wonder how they're going to handle that with her because of who she is and who her parents are. Mm-hmm. You're right. They are literally going to tear her to shreds. Oh.
Yeah, I am. So, I understood, but Sunday show I heard was the show. And I'm sad that I didn't go to that show, but it was a beautiful concert. I'm gonna go.
Did she perform at Sunday show? Blue?
She did. So yeah, it kind of sucks.
Just missed her friend.
Yeah, and then I'm going again in October, and by then she's gonna start school. So I just didn't get to see Blue Ivy perform. I wasn't one of the lucky ones. It makes me sad too because she showed out in Minneapolis, she showed out in Detroit, and I feel like she kind of gave Saturday night in Chicago just kind of okay. I know.
Was it the rain?
Probably.
Because she do got that bad knee.
That bad knee.
Look, it is what it is.
Yeah.
She do got that bad knee, so maybe she was being extra cautious for herself too.
I'm sure of it. I believe it.
You don't want to slip and fall because of no wet, stage, and you ain't even got halfway through your U.S. leg of your tour.
Right. Understood.
Yeah.
So I just, there were some other things, like even just the whole ticket buying process that kind of soured my whole everything anyway. Like, I don't, because tickets were still available the day of the show. There was no reason to like sign up for all of these pre-sale things. I could have just, I could have
Wow.
just got a ticket when I was ready to get one and been done with it. I will be doing that moving forward. I won't do like a group thing because there's limitations when you buy tickets in a group, and it's just like the tickets for me and my mom to go are cheaper than the one ticket I bought for myself here
For two?
for two and better
Wow.
seats.
And where are you going?
Kansas City.
Wow.
So, but that aside, great show. I mean, the production is, I mean, it's Beyonce.
Okay.
It was amazing. I liked my outfit. I felt cute.
Okay.
I was given Renaissance tour book. I didn't post too many pictures just because there was so much going on and I was really
Mm-hmm.
excited and I really wanted to just be in the moment and enjoy the show. And I was getting my sip on too. So yeah, there's only a little bit of footage of my outfit,
Okay.
but I might I'll post some. I also went to see Barbie two times.
You saw it
I
twice?
managed to see it two times in one weekend. Yes, I did.
Oh
Don't judge
my
me.
gosh.
And I got to see my t-shirt.
Did you buy that there or you bought that somewhere else before?
No, it was a little piece of merch with your ticket.
Oh, how cute.
Super cute. So I went to see Barbie. I absolutely loved it. I cried at the end. Perfect movie. Perfect movie.
Oh,
Literally, like it's so funny because you think about, did you play Barbies?
me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, who didn't play Barbies?
Well, girl, you'd be surprised.
I
The
mean, I
the
might have been
thing
doing a little bit. I might have been trying to pull Ken pants down to see was it anything there. But yeah, who wasn't playing with Barbies as a kid? Come on now.
right. So
I
like there was
remember I had God. I don't remember what Barbie it was. I can't remember. I can't remember what Barbie it was, but it was like an elaborate Barbie. Like she was dressed really pretty, like she had on a really nice gown. And then I remember, I think
Ooh.
Barbie did. I want to say when Brandy
Uh-huh.
and,
See a
and
doll.
Whitney Houston did Cinderella,
Uh-huh.
they came out with another Barbie like that too
Mm-hmm.
that I got. And I was much older then, but it was freaking Barbie, like in a black Cinderella. You know,
Yeah.
for the black girls that get it, we were into stuff like that.
Right.
That was just our thing. But
Well, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I want to see it again. I can't wait till I can boot it up on Netflix.
so
And
you think I'll enjoy it since I used to play with Barbies?
I think so, and I think you'll like the
Okay.
I think you'll like the message, and you'll laugh a lot. And Ryan Gosling looks good as hell. That is a very sexy 45-year-old man. That body
You
is
45?
he is 45, and that body is bodying, and he was fucking hilarious. He was
Okay.
like, I think that he will win one of the Academy Awards, one of the acting awards, because his performance was just like that good. And
Do
it
you
was
think they'll really do you think they'll really, not that they won't put it in a category because it's been breaking all kinds of records, but do
hmm
you really think that they'll give him any type of film award just because it's Barbie though?
no, the like, some people win like awards for like being really good in comedy and like getting the timing right and the jokes landing, and he I don't I it was like a master class in like comedy. He was
Okay.
it was really funny. Like I can't remember the last time I watched a comedy and laughed the whole time. You know how in the beginning it's really funny and then it kind of like taper off and you don't really
Hmm.
laugh very much at the end. No, it was like laughter from start to finish, and I
Okay, now see now
cried.
you really making me want to see it.
It's so cute. It's such a cute movie too. Issa's really funny in it. Like it's great. It's great. I 10 out of 10 highly recommend.
Okay.
I walked up in there like a bad bitch and left crying like a sad bitch. Okay, really. Barbie took me on a journey. Okay,
OMG, friend, that is so funny.
she did. She did. It
What
was
did that
good. You'll
did
like it.
that was that the commencement of your weekend?
For the most part, yeah. Like Sunday, I got on a boat and had like a real like Chicago summer boat experience, like a smaller,
Hmm.
not the big boat that I was on like for work. This is like my personal boat, and we about to be
Hmm.
zipping, on the open sea, on the open seas. Um,
On the open seas. I can't
mhm.
take you.
So that was actually fun. I got sunburned. which I think is hilarious.
Can't
Uh,
relate.
oh, be quiet. If you were out in the sun long enough and you didn't have anything on your skin, you would get sunburned,
Mm-mm.
girl. Because
Can't relate.
I was laying down on the bed and I was just like, why does it kind of hurt? And I'm like, oh, this is sunburn. Got it. So it's actually going to be in the 90s all week. And this is literally my kind of weather because I love being out in the sun and doing like some pool shit, but a bitch is sunburnt. So we in the house for the next few days. But yeah, really, really fun. Felt really cute in my little bikini and stuff. And yeah, I got a really nice tan. And it was a very eventful, lively weekend personally and professionally. And I am ready for everything to stop.
Y'all know Pastor get on here and say this every week.
But I still want it to stop.
Pasha wants it to stop, y'all, but watch this. Y'all ready? Turn the volume up. Pasha, tell us what you have planned for this weekend. I know it's a little early in the show, but I mean, just since we're on the topic, tell us, Pasha, since you wanted to stop, tell us the relaxing weekend that you have planned in Chicago. Will you be in Chicago?
No, I will not.
Miss, I'm ready for it to stop. Yeah,
I am. But this was something that I had to reschedule and push back, and I want to keep my word. So I'm going to go, and it's in and out. This is a quick 48 hours. I'm actually happy about that. So,
okay.
Yep.
Okay. The jet setter that you are.
Oh my gosh, please, please, please.
Well, let's go back to my weekend.
Yes.
I ain't do nothing. Y'all know I be in the house. I be in the house, child. I did have a rather relaxing weekend. I made a point not to really be doing any work. I did some stuff on the computer, but I lounged and I watched some Netflix. What did I watch?
You watched some stuff?
What did I watch on Netflix? Black Mirror. I love stuff like that. Black Mirror is my type of stuff I like to watch. So I watched Black Mirror. I feel like I started to watch something else and fell asleep. But I had a very relaxing weekend. I as my time is winding down, today makes 10 days until I move. As my time is winding down, I wanted to go revisit some of my favorite places. So Friday I went to dinner. I went to my favorite sushi place.
Ooh.
If you're in Atlanta, it's called MK Sushi. It's in the Virginia Highlands area. Love it. Get the calamari. And a lot of times places don't have cognac on their signature cocktail menu, but they have this Hennessy drink. It is so good. I couldn't get it because a girl's still fasting. Yeah. But I did have I did enjoy the calamari and what did I get? I think I just got some shrimp tempura. And then I went to a dessert place that I really like. It's in Sandy Springs. It's called Buttermilk Sky. Get the peanut butter flavor. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the peanut butter one.
And what kind of place is this?
It's like a pie shop. But the pies that they have is like little mini 4-inch pies. Like you can get a regular 10-inch pie, but you can get the little personal one. So I got the personal one. I got a whatever the flavor is, peanut butter something, and a coconut cream. So I was being greedy this weekend. Don't play with me. Yes, coconut. Did I stutter? Coconut cream pie.
No, you said it with conviction, and that's even more concerning than a stutter.
What's wrong with the coconut?
Coconut is the onion of fruit. The worst in all of farming and vegetation. It is the worst. Onions are terrible. You like onions?
Love onions.
Love onions. Ew. No.
Yeah, I'm starting to question you. I'm starting to question your existence, friend. You don't like onions or coconut?
Coconut? No. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't like it, though.
So I did that, and then that was it. This week, I've really been trying to, I tried to I try to use the weekend when I was relaxing as a reset, and then Monday kind of hit the ground running again. And I just couldn't. I couldn't. It's like I couldn't get my footing. Like I just wasn't into it. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to be
Mm,
on TikTok live. And so I was just like, okay, God, if you're telling me to rest, let me do that. And
nice.
so I kind of been taking it easy, but then I realized God really wasn't even telling me to rest. He was telling me to direct my attention elsewhere because although I have had a good amount of things packed, I still got some stuff to do.
Yeah.
So for the last 2 days, a girl has been putting things in boxes, and now I gotta go get some more boxes.
Okay.
So I'll be going to Target tomorrow to get some more boxes. Um, and I am having a kind of like a everything must go liquidation, get it up out of here sale for the finished look, just so that the least amount that I gotta pack is less work. So
Mm-hmm.
if
Okay.
you're listening to this, make sure you go to thefinishedlook.com. That's TheFinishedLewk.com. There is a everything must go 15 and under section. There are plus size looks there. There's a overabundance of small. So if you know a small girl, make sure you send her on to the finished look so she can get some cute looks. And everything is not summer stuff. There's some kind of transitional, getting ready for fall pieces in there. Um, and I'm shipping orders every day. So go grab you something from the finished look. Since you all can't
Hey.
help me move, that is how you can help. Okay.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like
So
it.
that's what I've been doing this week.
Okay, well, I
Nothing too
mean,
special.
let the countdown commence, girl.
10 days, 10
Let the
days, 10
countdown
days.
commence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's all happening. It is all happening. I'm so
I'm so
excited.
excited.
I'm
I'm
excited
so
for you.
excited.
I'm excited
Mm-hmm.
for you, girl. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you were actually watching Netflix. I'm proud of you. I'm not surprised that you would like Black Mirror.
Why?
You would ignore all of the other stuff and be like, and I don't like that, and I don't be watching that. I don't. You know what kind of stuff I like? Black Mirror.
I
Like,
do.
you know what's? I don't watch that.
You don't?
No, girl, I don't like stuff like that.
Why?
Because it's like creepy and it's slightly scary and a little too real. Mm-mm. We like to watch. Like I like to escape. Okay. I don't want to be reading about. Uh. Uh. I hear
Yeah.
good things about it. I do.
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay, so when you move to your new place, there you're going to be able to indulge in some things. What are you
Hmm.
gonna what are you gonna indulge in first? Are you gonna like pop a bottle of champagne in the new place, or
Ooh, friend, look at you giving me
I think
ideas.
that's a really nice, wonderful idea. Hmm.
Well, after I bless my home and pray over it, I think we might have to toast to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
I was gonna play "Moving On Up" for you.
Oh,
Moving on
woo.
up to
Mhm,
the east side.
mhm.
To a
Um,
deluxe apartment in the sky.
I hadn't even thought about that, friend, but that's not a bad idea. I think in my mind, I was just so, and I am just so excited to be in a new place that I was gonna be like figuring out where to go and have me a cute drink, put on a cute outfit, get out in the
Yes,
streets.
I love it.
But that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna have to think about it. I've already started looking up Pilates classes in the
Hilarious
area.
handstand. Okay.
I'm
Yes.
seeing some of the girls talking about Pilates, and I'm like, my friend told me about that. My friend put me onto that. But everybody's talking about how great of a workout is,
It is.
how sore they're feeling, how they're stretching muscles they didn't know were there, and
Hmm.
how toned and how their body is shaping up. And so I'm like, I need to be in that place and space.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that bottle of champagne.
I think it's a good
Let's
idea.
see. I think it is a good idea too. I think it's a good idea too.
Hmm.
But I won't be there. I won't be there. I'm moving on I told y'all it's 10 days. So it's like on a Monday. That weekend, I'm leaving that weekend. My brother is having a fight at home. So I'm going to be leaving to go for my brother's fight. Um, so it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be a
Mm-hmm.
whirlwind week for me.
All right,
So,
we love this. We love this. I'm
so
ready for things to pick up so that I can watch you do your thing while I'm just sitting down. Okay,
yeah. Anyway.
I am sitting down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am. She said.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of, I don't know about this is sitting down, but well, they were sitting down on the interview that I saw, and so there's some buzz going on. I saw this interview clip, which I had already seen the interview because I follow that page on TikTok. It's the
Mm,
Black Love page.
mm-hmm.
There's a clip resurfacing of Tina Knowles Lawson and Richard Lawson did for Black Love, and the clip is making its way around because Miss Tina filed for divorce from Richard this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
It is.
I mean, divorce is sad in general, but just because we all saw how Matthew did and, kind of
Mm-hmm.
the dirt he did in the games he played. So to see Miss Tina find love again was very refreshing. And I
Yeah.
think everybody was excited and hopeful for her. So I think they've been married for like 6 or 7 years, something like that. I have
8.
to look it up. 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
8 years. So to see them breaking up now is sad. And she's what, 69?
I'm not
I'm
really
about to Google
sure.
it.
I'm not sure how old she is. Yeah, that is unfortunate. And I did think she found true happiness with him. I thought that was they were gonna
Yeah. She's
really.
69.
Yeah.
I
So
can't imagine getting divorced at 69 from somebody that wasn't like my first husband. This is like
right.
a new marriage. Not new, but I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, I guess she got remarried at 61, and now 69. Her and Richard Lawson are getting divorced. I think they say
Mm-hmm.
the divorce was just noted as irreconcilable. How you say it?
Irreconcilable.
Why it don't sound right when I say it? Irreconcilable differences.
That's
Anyway,
how you say
um,
it.
yeah, it's just sad to hear.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. And it's all in the press and shit. And it's going to be a story because it's Miss Tina. So I'm sure that's not fun for anybody, but it's okay.
Hmm.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm sure she can find her another handsome man. She probably just won't marry again.
Yeah, well,
Or maybe she
the
will.
clip, they're both at this point, and this is why, man, social media can be so ugly sometimes. This is the part that I just can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's an age thing with me personally and growth, where it's just certain stuff, bro. Like I just can't. I don't have it
Mm-hmm.
in me. Leave me just. Ugh. But social media is kind of badgering the both of them. On Miss Tina's side, they are badgering her because of the Black Love interview where she was talking about how she was able to find love again because she found her own self-worth. She had accomplished so many things, but she realized that she hadn't actually taken time to celebrate herself or celebrate those things or appreciate all that she had done and accomplished. And when she started to kind of pay attention to what she'd achieved, she developed a different self-worth than she had. It opened her up to love, and she attracted what she had been praying to God for in a man.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said,
I love that when
and
she said
he's
that.
and that's the thing. That's why I don't understand why are people picking that apart, is because she continued by saying he's not perfect, but I got pretty much what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the reason I don't understand why people are so upset about that is because, of course, we're gonna pray to God for the man with that's tall,
Mm-hmm.
dark, handsome, don't have this, don't have
Mm-hmm.
baggage, is romantic, does the things without having to be asked, gives me
Mm-hmm.
everything I want, spoils me, got a big dick, got a lot of money. Of course, we gonna now if God was gonna be giving that out to everybody that prayed and asked for it, which is all of us, we wouldn't be complaining about none of these niggas now, because they'd all be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to acknowledge that these are the things that I asked God for, and He pretty much gave me what I asked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what is the big deal about that.
Well, I think it's the comment after when she was like, "He's not perfect," and then he looks and he's like, "I'm not,"
Well, I'm not
and she's
perfect,
like,
but I thought they
"No."
were like I thought he was having light humor.
I definitely don't think he took it as seriously as people on
Right,
Twitter are
as
taking
other
that little
people are. I
clip.
think
Yeah,
maybe it
no.
kind of the comment may have caught him off guard, but I don't think he took it personal to the point like, oh, so like I ain't, it's
Hmm.
just
So
and
what do you
and
think? What
and
do you think
maybe
happened?
a lot of people aren't understanding because that most of them are likely baby mamas and not women who have been able to have a man propose to them. So maybe they don't get the married couple back and forth banter. That could be it.
Was it
But
a
I'm
lot of
somebody's young wife, so I got it.
was it a lot of women that were like reacting like poorly to that clip, or was it the men?
The clip where I saw it, which is the only social media platform I follow at this point until I follow them too, is the Shade Room. And when I read the comments that I read, yes, it
Mm.
was men and women, but a lot of the women were saying, like I saw one comment that said, and all these women in the comments that's agreeing with her or saying they don't see nothing wrong is why y'all are gonna be 69 and single too.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah, she was like he basically saying like he was she how did they say it? I don't want to quote the person because I don't remember exactly, but
Hmm.
the gist of what she was saying is, and I guess I can see it a little bit, but again, I think people are making more out of it than it was. Is maybe she emasculated him a little bit. Maybe he was embarrassed by what she said, but like I don't think he was expecting her to say that he was a perfect man. Maybe he would have wanted her to say he's the perfect man for me,
Yeah.
but I don't think what she said was. I don't think she meant harm. I don't think she meant to be hurtful.
Hmm.
I think she was just talking about the self love journey that she had been on and
That
how
got her
she was
to.
able to, at 61, attract a man that she wanted.
Hmm. Mm. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't read any of the comments. I actually haven't been on Instagram looking at Shade Room or anything. I'll probably lay back and start scrolling because I'll be making my little TikTok movies, my little films.
Period. You better
Okay,
come on playing with the
it's
content.
giving Scorsese over here. Okay, I'll be making
OMG.
little movies. So what I've learned is I actually really enjoy putting the clips together and making like a little. It's like a presentation, like a mini PowerPoint, but more fun. Um, and so I be
A
posting. So I'm
mini
learning at
PowerPoint.
TikTok, and I've been tailoring like what shows up, and I don't feel like it's like an acid trip showing up on my phone like it was in the past. I was like, what
What
the
do you
hell?
mean?
I just everything like sometimes I would pull up the app and then it would be somebody's live, but it would be like a weirdo doing something weird.
Have you started to like certain things or
Yes, I
save certain
have.
things or okay,
Yes,
okay,
I
good.
have, and
So it's starting to curtail to what you like and what you want to see.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm having fun on the little ticker talks.
Okay, girl, come
It's
on. You are so cute.
cool. It's fun. I really the get. I feel like the get ready with me is gonna be like my jam.
Okay, okay,
Getting
okay.
putting that drip on.
When we
That
get off of
document.
here, can you remind me to tell you something about that?
You
Just
have
remind, just remind me to tell you something about that because I got so much in my brain, child. I be getting sidetracked.
Mm.
Last thing about Miss Tina and Mr. Richard though, Mr. Richard was catching a little bit of flack from people went to his Twitter and saw that he was
Uh-huh.
liking some sexual stuff on Twitter. I guess like Twitter porn. I don't understand the big deal about that either. Okay, you niggas are watching Twitter porn too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He just not savvy
everybody's
enough to
watching
not.
porn. I don't get the big deal. Like what is the big? He's a man. He's like what? I don't get it.
I don't. Yeah, there. I that is like
Let me not even say that because women be watching too. So what's the big deal?
right. It could have been. Why am I looking at this and have hitting a glitch? Um, I I've looked at some stuff on Twitter. I
I
didn't.
looked at some stuff on Twitter and off Twitter. So what's the big deal?
Exactly. Leave that man alone. And I mean, I'm curious. I wonder what like led to them, not being able to like
Yeah, I would
work
like to
through it.
know
That's
that. I
tough.
honestly don't. I honestly hope that it doesn't come out. And I just think
Yeah.
like this is what I mean when I say like this is a part of social media that I hate because it's like okay, they're getting a divorce or Miss Tina has filed for divorce. This cannot be an easy time.
Right.
And so now for them to be getting picked apart in the media by, his tweets, he ended up disabling his Twitter account,
Yeah. Yep.
his tweets, her interview. It's like they already going through enough. Leave them people alone.
Yeah.
Leave
Stop.
them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
So,
I
but that's
agree.
that.
Yeah, really
Um,
unfortunate stuff. Do you like Ariana Grande? Do you follow her?
I don't
Okay.
know nothing about that little girl.
Well, she done stole somebody's husband and she's about to divorce her own and run off into the sunset with some guy. And I looked at pictures and he's ugly. And I'm gonna keep it real. She's not looking too good herself, but I don't want to, be that person commenting on women's bodies and stuff. But she looks sick. It looks like
Mm,
something's off, or like she ain't eating or
mm.
whatever.
How old
Uh,
is she?
27,
She
28
ain't
or
need to be
something.
married
She
anyway.
actually might even be 30 now that I think about it. She grown. She
Mm,
grown. Let's see what else.
I
Did you
guess.
see
I
Offset
saw. Oh, go ahead.
Offset is releasing some new music and all of the
I saw that, but this is also Offset. Like I'm trying to figure out it's what when you like when people are saying new, like how new we talking? Because y'all know Offset did drop an album,
when
didn't
did
he?
when was that? How long ago was that? Because I think he's promoting the new stuff that's shit Friday tomorrow. I think is when it's out.
Okay,
Um,
well maybe this is the same thing because he had like a whole press run that he did. The reason I know is because I follow his PR him and Cardi's PR guy that's
okay,
here in Atlanta. So like I have been seeing the whole press run that he had been doing. He had a single come out, and then I think him and P had got into it, so maybe everything got pushed back. I don't know,
okay,
but I
okay.
did
That
see,
sounds
I guess,
about right.
a video shoot clip of or picture or song cover. I don't know what it was, but him and Cardi. So I don't know. Maybe
Yes,
she's
I
going to
think
be
it's
in
so cute.
it. It was
I'm
cute.
loving the moves that he's making. I read an article. Gosh, I can't remember how long ago this was, and I wish I could remember the magazine. I want to say it was the Hollywood Reporter or Vanity Fair, one of those really good think piece magazines that does really good celebrity profiles. And
Mm.
he was like, "Yeah, I'm in my superstar era. Like, I have so many things up my sleeve. I have so much music. I'm like, I'm about to show
Mm.
y'all." And so there was a clip that it was a promo clip that went viral on Twitter, and it's him impersonating James Brown, who gave like this legendary interview on CNN. I think he was high on everything, and he was just real
Oh,
like,
with the black sunglasses on
yeah,
and the brown suit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he did a recreation of that interview, which was brilliant. He got Jamie Lee Curtis to like play the newscaster, and it's just like, okay, who you get on the phone to make that move, and how much did it cost to get her?
Mm.
So when what I've noticed is if an artist can kind of pull out the big guns like that and promote their stuff, that means they have serious label backing and that the
Mm.
team really fucks with the vision. Because
Mm.
they're not gonna help you promote your stuff and give you money to do it if they don't think that you
True.
like can actually do it. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Mr. Set got going. I
We'll
do.
see. I didn't like the single. I also
Okay,
didn't
heard
like.
it.
I also didn't like Quavo's single. And I
Okay.
know that they are, in their own lane and both trying to do music on their own.
And
I
move
think I
on.
may just be a fan of the Migos and maybe
Mhm.
not them necessarily with solo music. Um, Crazy enough to say, I feel like I would have been into Takeoff solo music though.
His album
But
was
you know how
good.
you know what I really like to see with Offset is I like to see him and Cardi at the overseas fashion shows.
Yeah,
They really
they
do
get
a
it.
very good job of like that whole rock star fashion
Uh-huh.
icon thing. I see that for them.
Oh yeah, I
I wouldn't
agree.
even be mad if they focus on something like that. Like I could totally see, like how Kim K does like Balenciaga, and
Hmm.
I could totally see Offset doing something.
Okay, okay, I
I could
agree.
totally see it.
They definitely that's their brand for sure. They be putting that shit on, so I can
Mhm.
see it. I can see it.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'll have to give you.
I would love to see them do I would love to see them do like a family um like a family ambassadorship for like Gucci. I would love to
Ooh,
see that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like when
Mm-hmm.
Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert did that Essentials campaign. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't, or
Yeah.
no, it was actually, it was Skims campaign. It was
It
Skims.
was some girl, but I know exactly
Hmm.
what it was. Skims. It was the
Yeah.
monotone stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said
Yeah, it was.
monotone.
It was cute though. They got a cute family.
They
You
do,
know,
beautiful
Offset and Cardi got
family.
a cute family. I would love to see them do something like that. But I really like the fashion lane for them
Hmm. I mean,
personally.
you know that Cardi, that body is nipped and tucked and tight, so she gonna wear everything, and as she should. You can afford it, go ahead on. I heard a little funny story about her, and I don't know if this was something she had said to the paparazzi, but they were asking her like, "What are you gonna do, while you're in Paris for the shows?" And she was like, "Shit, I'm trying to get these designer bags for the low."
I know that's
Because
right.
in Europe, they are much cheaper to buy than they are in the United States. So she was over there trying to get her shop on. And I said, you know what? I ain't mad at you, Cardi. Let me get these bags
Hmm.
on sale. Shit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
How
she
much
was
cheaper we talking?
so I bought some Louis Vuitton sunglasses when I went to Milan for my birthday. And online they were 500 US dollars. But when
Mm-hmm.
I got them, they were 315 euros.
Okay.
And so I want to say that came out to what, $350,
Mm.
which I thought was amazing compared to $500. And then you take your receipt to customs when you shop, and you get like a tax break. So I ended up getting like $50 back for that purchase.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got my glasses for the low. To be, I mean, I guess what you
Wow.
consider to something low, but Louis shades, hell yeah. So yeah,
Mm.
and then I got a little Dior little belt bag thing, and I think it was a smooth 2,700 US dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 1,500 euro. Yeah, and
Mm.
then I got 300. What did I get back for that? 345. Got 345. No, no, I
Wow.
got 252, and I think I got a total of 345 back or something. 302 something. Yeah, money back after buying that, and not, getting two little designer things under 2,000 and getting money back. I will go to Europe to buy my stuff. I won't buy it here.
Okay, so I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's just funny because you can afford any and everything from at any spot you want to go to, but you said, I'm gonna get that shit over here because it's
I know
cheaper.
that's right.
We love a money conscious queen. That's cute.
Okay.
I feel like she's coming. I feel like we're gonna get some music from her. Maybe late, maybe third quarter. Maybe we'll get
I don't think
something.
so because Nikki gonna drop. It's gonna be too
Oh
much.
yeah, that's in November. Shit, I would do it. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would do it just to ruffle her damn feathers. Because what the hell
Mm-hmm.
is Nikki doing? She pissed me off wearing gray to that Barbie movie premiere.
Yeah, she definitely missed the moment with
Like,
Barbie.
what the hell?
Like she should have been the belle of the ball, the talk of the town at the
Hello?
Barbie premiere, and you came in that just sad. I want to cry you a river gray,
Not
girl.
sad, cry
What?
me a river green.
Mm-mm. Because where was the life? Where was the color? Where was the pink?
Right. It
Like,
wasn't
yeah.
sadsies. Sadsies.
Mm.
Um,
No,
who
you know what was sad this week?
Jasmine
I
Sullivan's
can't get away
mom.
from talking about the social stuff because what else am I going to talk about? You know what was sad this week and also a little scary was finding out that Bronny went into cardiac arrest.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was scary.
Don't be trying to work that boy to death because he's LeBron James' son. LeBron James' son. Let him just work out and get his
No, I
workout
don't
in
know.
like everybody
Even.
else.
I don't even know if they were trying to work him to death. I just think that like some of these athletes, like I don't know if they grow up as athletes or just underlying, particularly as an African American, there's just underlying things that just go undetected.
Yeah.
I remember my freshman year of high school. Always started school. We always started school the day after Labor Day, so it was a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently the football team had been practicing um that Friday, and one of the seniors, I'll never forget his name was Craig Lebrano. He collapsed on the field and died. So the first day of school, my freshman year, there's grief counselors all over the school. And
Jeez.
there's so many other instances where I have heard of high school students playing sports and going into cardiac arrest. So, like I said, I don't know if it is I don't know if maybe they taking too much pre-workout and they're still growing, changing
Mm-hmm.
bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I'm so glad
Hmm.
that he's home recovering with his family.
Yeah,
That's
I hope this isn't like calling his basketball future into question. Like I hope that this is
mm-hmm.
just some over being overly worked.
Overexertion.
Yeah, maybe let's just take it easy. Maybe something a little bit of maybe a different vitamin or maybe a change in diet will help, so that he can play because I know it's LeBron's dream and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's his
I
too.
know it's his dream, so I can only imagine the frustration and kind of the anxiety around, am I not going to be able to do this?
Well, and then just if my I mean, look, the headline could have been much different.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really glad that it wasn't because I don't I think after Kobe Bryant, I don't know if anybody can handle that.
Mm.
I don't know if anyone can handle that because that's truly devastating. So I'm glad he's okay. I know Savannah was probably ready to burn USC down. I'm sure and I know LeBron probably turned up on those coaches.
I don't think so because who says it's the coach's fault? Why do you immediately jump to it must be something that the coaches did?
I guess I mean, he's been playing basketball for his entire life. And as soon as you get to college and you're, working out at the collegiate level, something I'm sure he's been doing before and for a long time. I mean, come on.
Training with his daddy, I'm sure, you know.
How all of a sudden are you training at USC and you collapse?
But we don't get to determine when our bodies have a fight or flight moment though, friend. That's
Yeah.
not even fair to blame that on USC.
Okay.
No, we can't do that. We don't get a say so when our bodies decide that they're gonna just,
Oh, now we don't get to say when our body
we
is.
don't.
You're right.
Don't.
You are
Don't.
absolutely right.
You
You're
know,
right.
it could be something, there was something underlying that was never detected for a number of reasons, that all of a sudden at that moment, and it could have been, a lot of times things may go undetected because we seem to be in good health, and then when circumstances change, maybe he wasn't getting enough sleep, maybe he was,
Mhm.
maybe he had some other substance in his body that was new that his body wasn't adjusted to, and it caused his heart to kind of go into we just don't
Mhm.
know. It's just a plethora of variables that I'm sure that's what the medical team is trying to find out. But like you said, I hope this doesn't alter him being able to live out
Mhm.
his daddy's dream of
Mhm.
him getting to play at the collegiate level, and then hopefully the NBA, because I'm sure that's what's running in his mind, like, damn, USC, what about the NBA?
Right.
Am I going to get there? Am I
Right.
going to get to play with my dad?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it's scary stuff. Very, very scary stuff. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be following that story closely. I Speaking of sports and African Americans in sports, I came across an article maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I most recently saw another headline about another coach. Um, Northwestern, which is one of the Ivy League schools in the Midwest, it's in Evanston, Illinois. Their journalism department did an expose on the football program
mm,
and exposed the racist rhetoric that was, thrown around uh,
in the locker room.
in the locker room at practice.
How
And
is it 2023 and people are still doing this?
well, what's interesting is like, this is Northwestern. So I'm sure that there were people that were like, they're going to run this story and it's going to be a bad look. But at an Ivy League school, they have to tell the story and they have to tell it right. They got old football players to come back and interview. I mean, when I tell you they drug that how your own school drag your football program for filth the way that they did. So I believe the coach was fired. I think he's been a coach
Woo!
forever. He's been a coach for a very long time. They fired his ass. He's out of there. And most recently, University of Michigan coach. His name is Jim Harbaugh. He has a
I've
brother.
heard of him.
Yeah, he's got a brother who's a coach as well. I believe he got suspended for a few
Mm.
games for some I don't want to say illegal, but he was doing some recruiting during COVID when he wasn't supposed to. Hmm. And I believe that there was some
But
other.
he just not getting suspended for that?
Well, I think there was some other stuff going on that led to the
Okay.
discovery of this. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
these athletic departments better fucking tighten up. Make sure these kids are safe and can and live out their dreams and play healthy sports. Get
Hmm.
it together.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
saying that like I be watching sports. Get it together,
but
you guys.
I don't watch a lot of collegiate stuff. I do watch professional. I really enjoy football. I don't care for basketball as much,
I
but
love
I can get
basketball.
into it every here and there if it's a good game.
I love
But
basketball.
some of those coaches, like when you say their names, like I recognize the
Hmm.
names, and a lot of times people associate the people associate the school or the team with how well the coach's track record is.
Hmm.
So for Northwestern to lose somebody who has been there for seemingly a long time is now it's going to be like, okay, so is the basketball, is the football team still going to be able to perform well with a new coach with this sudden loss
Mm,
of a head coach that has been a staple for the school and
hmm.
for the sports program? Hmm.
You bring up a good
That's
point.
wild.
It
That's wild.
is. I like.
I just
I.
can't believe in 2023 that I mean, I know the boys will be boys saying, but like it's 2023. What are y'all doing?
I just
Like seriously? What are y'all doing?
sometimes I feel like I don't want to say I feel naive, but you, I appreciate going to college and choosing electives that were Afrocentric or like Black American studies. I'm so glad that I chose to, fill my schedule up with that kind of history,
Mhm.
because you learn about the civil rights movement, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, civil rights movement, bus boycott, and then that's kind of it. Like
Mm.
there's no deep
Mhm.
dive.
Mhm.
And as a result, I have learned how like systemic and deeply ingrained in the American fabric this shit is, and it is eye opening, and it is like weird because in 2023 you do wonder like why is it still like this? Like
Mhm.
what are for people that still be looking at Black people sideways? Y'all over here handing down tales. When you telling stories and the stories passed down through generations. What the fuck story are you like? What story is being told where people are still behaving in this way in 2023? Like, help me understand that. Help me.
Yeah, that's one thing that I am a little bit not so looking forward to about moving. Being in essentially the black mecca of this country, Atlanta. A lot of stuff that I be seeing on social media or that be happening, I'm not that it doesn't happen here, but because I'm always surrounded by in places and spaces where people look like me, like Atlanta is predominantly a black place.
Mm-hmm.
It is very much black excellence, black business,
Mm-hmm.
black. All I see it is embedded in the thread of what Atlanta is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving somewhere where that is not the case. The city that I'm moving to, I am the minority again.
Mm-hmm.
And I am, I don't be doing too much. I be minding my business. But
Mm-hmm.
even being in Atlanta or being anywhere, I have always been very much afraid, particularly since 2020, of running into a Karen. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to have an interaction with a Karen because the joy that you all see, know, and hear in July of 2023 is not the same joy that was in July 2022.
Mm-hmm.
But if I encountered a Karen, as much growth as I have had, uh, I know that I will become joy July 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a girl like me could do a little time. That's just how I be feeling when I be having to take it there. Um, but yeah, it's crazy when you say that you were taking classes that were Afrocentric and that was in what, 05, 06 when you were in college, 07, and
Mm-hmm.
now here it is 2023 and we got places like Florida that is completely removing the
Mm-hmm.
history of what was done to black
Critical
people
race theory.
like it never happened, like slavery was a benefit to us.
I don't now I will never be here for that. I will never be here for that. Look, I understand the way of the world, and I understand a bit of an it is what it is attitude, but I'm not going to listen to, you're not going to sit up here and say, well, now there's, black rights, and no, I don't know. No, because actually I wish I didn't have to pay federal income taxes. I feel like because I'm black, I shouldn't have
Mm,
to pay federal income taxes. Everyone talks about,
mm.
well, reparations and
And that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Take
how
them
are
federal
we,
taxes off of my off of
yeah,
everything.
I'll pay I'll pay taxes for the place I live in, but I'm not trying to pay the government no money. Well, actually,
Hmm.
I would like to see all of my money and make the choice to pay the government if I want to. It's going to be a no, but like that is an easy solve. Let me have a, let me keep $1,000. Let me keep that
Hmm.
little $1,000 you taking.
Hmm.
I think that's what they should do.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I will miss about one of the things that I will miss about being in Atlanta. I am going to try to be a little bit more like my homegirl here. Pasha, y'all always finds the cutest places, the dopest events. Like I am trying to be that girl
Oh my gosh.
when I move. So even though I may not be in a city where I'm the majority anymore, I can still be around my people.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. Yes,
So
and you will find your circle, your people, your community. I found some great, I like an aesthetic. I like a place with a nice vibe. I like it to look
mhm,
chic. I love shit like that. So, Chicago is like a major food city. You'd kind of be crazy to not get out and explore. And then there's so many things you can do that are outdoors, indoors, free, $5. Like outdoor
mhm,
movies. They have every Wednesday until Labor Day, they have fireworks at Navy Pier. It's like, it's just, this is an active city, and you're either going to like get with it, or it, can kind of swallow you up, or you can just like be a bump on a log and be boring. And I feel like in Cleveland, I was isolated. I lived
mm.
in
You feel
Strongsville.
like that's what I was gonna say. You feel like it was because you were
Yeah, oh
like further.
yeah, most definitely. I was
Okay.
isolated. And then when I moved to Minneapolis, it was in my mind. Don't be like it was. It won't be like it was in Cleveland. You're gonna go out. You're gonna make friends. You're really gonna like move
Okay.
around the
Wait. Wait.
city.
Wait. 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 Slow down. Does this mean that you were happy in Cleveland?
I was happy. I was just, when I think about like making friends and getting outside, I did it a little bit. But like
Okay.
once it was time for me to move from Cleveland, that was a no-brainer. It wasn't like, "Oh, I'm leaving something. I want to stay." I didn't feel like that.
Okay. Okay. So,
Um
so did you purposely pick your place in Minneapolis so that you would be closer to the inner workings of the stuff that was going on,
well,
based on what you dealt with in Cleveland?
the first thing that I always think about when I move to a new city is how close is it to my job? Because I'm moving
Okay.
here for the job, so I don't want to be too far. And
Hmm.
so my job was downtown, so I wanted to find a place that was like. So I was asking people what neighborhood, and so at first I was in the gosh, what's the name of that neighborhood? That's crazy that I can't remember it. Uptown. I was in an uptown neighborhood.
Was that
Loved
the
it.
area was that where you lived when I came?
No, I was living
You had
in
a
I was living
actually nice.
downtown.
It was a nice brick wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait,
That's.
which apartment? Because I had two apartments in Minneapolis with
I feel like
exposed
I was
brick.
at the first one.
Probably the first one. You were, because I remember my
Okay.
birthday and you getting all the video and everything. Okay, you was a content queen then. Um, yes. So yeah, I had family in Minneapolis too, so that helped,
Okay.
and that just
Okay.
kind of made the transition and getting out and being active a little bit easier than in Cleveland when I didn't really know anybody and I was in Strongsville, like, you know. And so then I moved here to Chicago, and I was just like, well, I'm grown now. I make way more money. Like, let me go outside and like get active and shit. So, and then,
Okay.
and so Chicago is the place for that. So, that's why I move around.
Okay.
But I found my brunch place that I think is going to be my brunch place. I found my cute happy hour bar that I think is going to be my happy hour bar. I'm really excited.
I wish that I could have been to that bar that you took me to. That we didn't stay in there long. I think we had a couple sips of water and then
Oh,
we
the
went to.
Delta. Yes. The
Oh my
Delta.
gosh, but the vibe that I got. Oh my gosh, y'all. I know
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all about my
It's
experience.
a good time. When you come back to Chicago, I'll make sure we get up at
I feel like the vibe at night there is probably so cute. I feel
it
like it's
is.
probably filled with people, dimly lit, everybody sipping and mixing and mingling.
It's
Like, oh, that's my
no, niggas is packed in there like sardines doing the fucking swag surf sometimes. That's how that's
okay.
how that's how
Okay.
deep it can get.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little swag surf, okay? But I feel the same way that you feel about like how you moved to Chicago. Like, okay, I'm a big girl, you know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
making a good decent amount of money. So I can really live where I want to live. Now I ain't doing nothing outrageous like where I like these bills. I ain't doing
Mm-hmm.
this again. But I'm in a really good location and I've already been stalking my city on TikTok trying to
Good.
find the like-minded people, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
30-year-old girlies who don't mind spending a coin on a nice dinner and a beverage, and even if that means going to dinner alone or just going somewhere where the men are grown, and you know that
Mm-hmm.
type of stuff
Yes.
because
Yes. I love it. I love it.
yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
you're going to I think this is going to be an amazing experience, and your world is just going to open up.
I think so
It's
too.
going to be great. I'm excited for you.
Me too.
I can't wait to see you on some boats and shit. You know.
Hmm.
You so
Hmm.
silly. You silly girl.
Friend, every time I see you with that glass, it just makes me want to have something I saw was I on
This is
TikTok yesterday?
sparkling water with a little splash of Southern
I
Pink
know the
Lemonade by
glass gives
Calypso.
the glass just gives me girl some of the alcohol
I
because
got
y'all know my fast ends once I get to my new city, so I am ready for now. This is one thing I was also trying to figure out though. Y'all know I have not had meat, bread, or alcohol since May 11th.
that's crazy.
Right. I'm wondering, like, should I just give up meat altogether?
I mean, people do it and they're just
Because
fine.
I don't miss it. Like I see like little people doing a little cooking food video, and I'm like, that look good. I can make that. But should I just give it up? I don't know.
I'm not a big meat eater.
I'm not either, and me not having bread, I have enjoyed my stomach being flat.
Hey,
Um,
I have enjoyed my stomach being flat. Girl, you crack
if
me
I do
up.
a little too much, excuse me, if I do a little too much snacking, or I have like a little bit too much salt. So like when my sister was here, 4th of July weekend, we went to if you're looking for a good place to get a seafood boil,
Mm.
which is hard to find to me because places like what's they call it? I'm about to call it the Krusty Krab. What's it called? Uh,
Not the
Crab something here.
but Crab
I can't,
Kings.
no, girl, I think they went out of business, or I think he sold. I never went. I don't go to celebrity type places. It didn't, I know.
Mm.
Um, dang, I can't think of the name of it, but the place that I like that I go to that's really good. It's in Cobb County. It's called the Pirates Boil. My
Okay.
sister and I had gone there when she was here last fall, and she wanted to go again when she was here 4th of July weekend. So, you know, something like that is a little bit salty. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'll bloat like if I have too much salt. Um,
Mm.
but as far as like, you know, that food baby or that extendo clip that be in my
Girl,
belly,
it's not food, baby. I'm weak.
the extendo clip that be in my belly if I eat bread, that I haven't been there for 3 months
Extend.
now. Girl,
Girl.
you don't have to be after you eat. Hmm.
Girl. Mm-mm. I love it. I definitely need to be in the gym consistently. I could benefit from fasting from everything myself.
Girl.
I need to. I did a cute little mini detox and then I was like, you know what? July is just gonna be fucking lit. So we're just gonna
How's your juicing been going?
my juicing went very well and I'm ready to do it again, but I'm not gonna be home long enough, to do any juicing tonight. But next week we back. Next week we
The,
back.
the name of the place I was thinking of was the Juicy Crab. That's a
Ooh,
joke to me.
okay, I've heard of that.
It's a joke.
Oh.
Little chain restaurants like that, it'd be a joke.
She said it's a
But the
joke.
Pirates Bowl in Cobb County is really good. But I don't know. While I would love to be able to give up meat, I feel like I like it too much to not have the amount of willpower that it's gonna take to give it up completely.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, you never know unless you try.
I mean, I've done it for it'll be 90 days at that point, friend. I mean,
Well, and you'll have to reintroduce it back into your diet.
now what we will see, and we will discuss this on podcast episodes going forward.
Mm-hmm.
We will discuss if me reintroducing bread and meat and alcohol to my diet affects the look of my skin. We've talked a lot about the health of my
Mm-hmm.
skin. Let me get close so you can see her.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about the health of my skin. Okay. So we're going to see if reintroducing those things causes my skin to flip out again. Now, if that happens, then I will develop the willpower that I need to just let it go. Just let it go.
Hmm.
So I don't even get hormonal acne. Honestly, I haven't had a hormonal acne in a couple months. And maybe that is part of,
Uh-huh.
the hormonal acne is having alcohol, meat, or bread. I would have to figure out which one it is. But usually my hormonal acne is just around my jawline. Just around my jawline. Ain't had none. If I did, it was so faint, small, and gone like that it wasn't even worth mentioning. So
Okay.
we'll see. So, friend, that's all I got. I know you said you going out of town again this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know when you're gonna get some rest, but I hope maybe one day you could sleep in, child.
Yeah, you were right. I hope. I mean, I did a little bit today.
Okay.
I didn't have to get up and race nowhere. I was able to just get up and log on, and that's exactly what I did. I just
Exactly.
girl, because I was racing everywhere last week and this week. We're done with that. I have firmed up my calendar in August with like people that I want to like meet with and stuff work wise, and like we about to have this shit mapped out because I'm not going to do. I don't want to burn out. I don't want to
Hmm.
burn out, and I have finally decided that there are just some work events I'm just not going to go to. I
Okay. How do you determine that? Like, where your job be upset if you don't go to all of them?
I don't know that they would be upset necessarily. I mean, obviously our job is really social, and when there's events they want you to go so that my job has presence there. But I went to an event last Friday and I saw an old colleague, one who left, and
Mm.
I had spoke to him. I said hi. The conversation was brief. Like legally we can't actually really engage with one another.
Mm.
And so I'm
This
more
is that whole exit debacle that went
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Mass exodus.
Yeah. And so after that, when I saw him, I kind of kept it cute and just kind of kept it pushing. My two colleagues, hi, we just, my two colleagues, I guess, chopped it up with them, had all kinds of conversation, and was
Mm.
just, it was like, oh, well, fuck that, would no contact, whatever. Like, I'm gonna chit chat with you. Um,
You can't do that. Though.
and
You
so
black. You can't do that.
he made a comment to my colleague like, what's up with Pasha, like, I feel like she's upset with me or something, or like I did something to her. Hey, get off my stuff, don't do that. Don't do that. No, no, come here. Come here. He just looking at me. Come here. Thank you. We're not about to make a bed out of my clothes. I don't think so. Tried it. But anyway, he had, so it got back to me that he said that. So I see him yesterday and I speak. I say hi, and he immediately is like, I don't know what's going on, Pasha, but I feel like, you're mad at me or something. And like, I just want you to know, like, if there's anything I ever did, like, I'm sorry, but I just feel like the energy's just different. Like, you don't really like talk to me or say anything.
You
And I,
can't.
and I was like, well, when I saw you last Friday, like within the first 5 minutes, you said, man, I can't even really talk to you guys anymore. And and like we're all fully aware why. So what am I going to do, stand here and just talk to your ass anyway? It's not like I ignored him. I didn't ignore this young man. I actually spoke to him, but I guess I didn't speak to him long enough. Well, anyway, we ended up having like kind of a tense conversation. There's alcohol involved, so stuff is always there's always going to be some sort of a misunderstanding or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just kind of felt like, what, I always feel so uncomfortable at these events. I never
Mm.
know who I'm going to run into. I'm also getting tired of introducing myself to people who've met me 50 fucking times because my hair is different. I'm getting tired of that. Them not recognizing me and shit. Like,
Tasha.
yes. Like, it's just like, obviously, this is a very much like, oh, hee hee, ha ha, let's have drinks and act like everyone's getting on and getting along. And I'm cool. I don't have to go to this. I can do my little one on one client meetings and stuff, and I can go on my little trips with people. but I'm not going to be doing any of this anymore. Personally, I don't think.
But what makes you? Are you being? Are you reading too much into it though? What makes you feel like that they don't recognize you because your hair is
Just kind of
different?
the way they look at me, and then there are some people that will introduce themselves, and I'm like, yeah, we met before, and it's just like, oh wow, Pasha, yeah, I didn't even. Oh my god, your hair is different. I didn't recognize you, and it's just like there's not many of us in this industry, and there's not many of us that are
That
in
was
this space.
exactly
Like
what
you
I
know who the
was.
you know
Was
who
it
the
the
fuck I am.
right? And that's what I was thinking. Was it the sea of 100 black faces that you couldn't remember which one was mine? No. So
So
stop putting in that. Okay, I get you, friend. Because see, if somebody said that, knowing that I am probably likely one of maybe 2 or 3 black women in here, if that, you know exactly who I am.
yeah.
Why are you playing in my face? Oh, I didn't recognize you because your hair was different. Like, stop playing.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like there was a lot of playing in my face the entire time that I was at my job before all those people left. And,
Mhm.
I feel like there might still be a little bit of it going on, but, we're just, this is the plight of a black woman in corporate America. And so you're either going to fucking get on with it or,
Yeah. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So I know you don't miss it. I know you do not miss it. No, that's right. She said no, and don't. So
How I
yeah.
stop my work on this is making me a cup of collagen tea, getting on TikTok live in my drawers. I don't miss it at all.
Getting on TikTok live in my drawers. I'm trying to get there. Are you paving the way for me, sis?
Come on.
um yeah, so you know, I it was 2 long weeks of constant back to I haven't had interaction with work people like that since the pre-pandemic, and I have had enough. So I was like, I'm working from home today. I ain't coming
It's
in.
probably heightened too because you've had so many work events in the last 2 weeks
Yeah, and I don't be
that
wanting
it's
to.
probably
I
just
mean, they all look like Simpsons characters with a big ass fucking head and pointy ass, big ass noses and shit. I don't want to fucking look at you, motherfuckers. I'm tired. You know, looking big box head ass non browns. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
Oh, wait.
So
You're
anyway,
crazy.
that's all that I have. This was a wonderful chat. I'm glad that despite all of the up and down that our schedules, mine mostly, but our schedules have kind of thrown our recording schedule in a topsy turvy. We still there. We still getting it in. So
Period.
I feel like
Um,
I feel like
yeah.
things are gonna really take off when you move because you're gonna have stories to tell.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so much content because y'all know I'll be going outside in Atlanta. I'm gonna have so much content. Like, oh, look at this new place I just like. I'm gonna be the
Hmm.
new
Girl
girl in
about
town.
town.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so crazy because when the few times I've gone live this week, and I just was like, you know what, y'all, honestly, I'm not feeling it. I haven't been feeling it the last couple of days, so I'm gonna just get off. This is not what God wants me to be focusing on right now, so I'm not gonna do it. But I'll
Mm.
see you guys on another day. And I haven't been back on there, I think, since maybe Monday.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've still uploaded content, but I haven't been on live. But every time I get on live, people be like, "Dang, the background's still the same. You ain't moved yet."
Ah.
So people are waiting for me. My people are waiting for me to move and say where I'm at. So that excites me that they're still paying attention and they're watching and
Yeah.
I got going on. So again, Miss Instagram is very much at. I posted kind of like a little note on my Instagram
Yeah, I
um
saw it.
personal page. Yeah, my personal page and the finished look page on Instagram, just saying like, hey, TikTok has done a thing. My business is reaching new heights. Here's what's going on. I'm gonna be moving in 10 days. So everything is, marked down to as low as $7, blah, 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 blah. And one person liked that post.
What?
Again, I have 7,700 followers organic on
Mm.
Instagram on my personal page. The finished look page has like 900 and something. So you mean to tell me at least 85, 8,600 of y'all were at least supposed to, even with half. Let's say it was half. 4,400 of y'all likely gonna see this post and only one person liked it. And that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about y'all.
Yeah.
I don't care about them likes. I take my money to the bank, okay? If TikTok wants to show my stuff to people and they want to buy it, that's the money I'm taking to the bank. This is why I told you last week, friend, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not worried about putting stuff on Instagram. I don't make no money on Instagram.
Got you. Got
So
you.
that's that. I don't have anything else planned this week except for continue to consolidate and pack up and wrap up and tape up. I am excited this evening. I'm trying to decide if I want to go on another workout walk situation.
Ooh.
Weather's kind of nice, so I might actually do it and then come back in and shower and relax. But I am excited because tonight I am going to get in my bed with my tuna fish and crackers that I
Ooh,
made for lunch.
yummy.
And I am going to watch Tyrone on Netflix.
Ooh, I like that. I think I'm gonna order some pizza.
Not even my type of movie.
Mm-hmm.
What turned me on to watch it was one, I saw a trailer on Instagram and I saw Jamie Foxx is in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see it. And then my friend posted something on his story about it saying it was 10 out of 10.
Who said this?
So Kevon said it.
Okay.
It was a 10 out of 10.
I like it.
So I gotta watch it now before I end up seeing something that spoil it.
Okay.
So I'm watching it tonight.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'll watch it with you, girl. Maybe I'm gonna order me a little pepperoni pizza and I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we could discuss it on the podcast next week if you end up getting a chance to watch it.
Okay, that's my homework.
Okay.
That's my homework.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Some Chicago pizza sound good right now.
And I've been abstaining, girl, drinking juice and eating vegetables and shit. So I'm about to have me some today. I had my little yellow bikini on this weekend. I was looking good, and I was like, "All right, we're done with that."
I was fasting when I was there in Chicago / the New York Big Apple. I would have asked you to take me to Giordano's, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, girl.
Okay. Speaking of, let me add this last part. Remember, I told y'all last week when I was talking about being in Chicago with Pasha and me asking her to take me to Shativa. Well, I went to Shativa and I made a little video about it, just talking about my experience in Chicago, going to Shativa, doing all of the things. And the video went up. It has 336,000 views. 38,000 likes. I didn't know that the video was gonna do all that. I literally posted it, went on about my business, and I think I got on there the next day and saw that it was at 42,000. I said, "Oh dang, Let me go ahead and tag Shativa in it." So I ended up tagging Shativa, and then it generated traffic to their page. And the owner sent me a message.
Wow.
And was like, "Thank you so much for supporting our small business. We really appreciate, everything that's going on with the video." And then he went on the post and was responding to people, just answering questions they had, telling them about there's something going on there this weekend.
Wicker Park Festival this weekend.
They're gonna be out there. So
oh my gosh, Joy.
That was so cool.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so that was very cool. I don't know. It's just, I like it. So, are you going to the festival this week? Oh, you're not going to be in town. Never mind.
No, I'm not going.
Well, next time.
Well, we got to see. Shit, somebody need to watch Luigi shit. So.
Oh, you didn't get nobody to watch it yet?
Well, I'm waiting for the lady to respond. Like I requested like earlier today, but there was not been any I haven't heard nothing.
Well, if you don't hear from her, if this was the same girl we talked about that last time you used that app, did you get her? I would text her before it get too late.
I did. I sent a note. To her like, "Hey, are you available?"
Okay. Well, friend, that's all I got. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. That it's not too tiresome, and you get to get some rest, have some fun, and tell us all about your weekend when you come back.
I will. I absolutely will. Well, I love you, girl. I appreciate today's laughs because I needed them.
Aw.
Yes, I did.
Girl. Glad I could assist.
Yes, I did, girl.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.